What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? So today's video is a Makeup Monday video. Y'all know I love Makeup Monday. It's my absolute favorite on my channel. It's the only series I have like consistently going on my channel. Today's video will be, I was thinking about makeup looks and I was like, okay, I was searching. Y'all know I only had 2 eyeshadow palettes. So I think I'm going to try to do like an olive green cut crease. So I don't have a picture, okay? I don't have a picture. What we're going to try to do is, we're going to try to do like brownish olive green cut crease.
Love yours. No such thing.
So today's topic is bitterness. Being bitter. So, you know, I have friendships with people. And, well, actually, I don't even have that many friendships no more, but I did used to have friendships. But, nonetheless, over my lifespan of living. Alright, so we're going to do Puree out of the Peach palette. I'm going to go in first with that. Right underneath where you put the concealer. See where I put that concealer at? And then you can see the transition to my actual lid. Right underneath that. Just in a circular motion. Circular. I feel like I always start with a brown color. I need to buy some more eyeshadow palettes. That's the goal for probably next week. I'm going to buy some new eyeshadow palettes. Because, yeah, it's a need. At this point, it's a need. These two not getting it, y'all. For real. Okay. So, relationships. First things first, I want to say that we've all had our heart broken. And we've all been through something where you're like, oh my God, I don't feel like I can come back from this. And I always feel like I've had friends or people that I've dealt with or talked to, and they're bitter from situations that they've been through. Whether it's somebody broke your heart, somebody had a baby on you, your baby daddy did you wrong, whatever the case may be. And I was on the phone with someone the other day, and they had a whole rant about how they don't mind being alone and they don't care. Their mom is alone and they'll be alone for the rest of their life. It don't bother them. And I really didn't speak on it because I know my heart and I know how I am. And I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life. Like, my mom doesn't have a husband. She got divorced from my dad. God rest his soul. Wow. So she's alone. And I know, although it may seem like, and a lot of my aunties are alone, it may seem like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's the way of life. But that's not really what God's plan was for you. You get what I'm saying? So I always feel like, y'all know I always say you cannot be out of what your purpose is. And I feel like that's for everything. Whatever God's will is for in your life, you need to be on task for that, or you will not get what you're supposed to have in this life. Nobody on this earth really wants to be by themselves. Let's be serious. I hate when people just say that. Like, I don't care if I'm by myself forever. I'm cool. Stop trying to be so tough. We are human beings. You crave being with somebody else. You crave being in relationships or having friendships. You being alone, you don't want to be alone for real. To an extent, but you're going to have the moments where you're like, damn, I wish I did have a babe, or I wish I did have this. And I feel like a lot of times we hold on to stuff from the past that didn't work out. One of my friends, she texted me. She's younger than me. She texted me like, I'm just going over the same spot, y'all. I really want to blend really well. I'm really just practicing on my blending. So I'm going to go back into Puree again and just go over that same spot. If it takes me a little while, I'm just blending. Like, I want my blending to be like impeccable. So she texted me like, I want to get over my ex. I'm so mad and angry of the time that I wasted with him and how do I get over this? And my advice to anyone trying to get over someone, it's just not easy. It's not. Like, when you're trying to get over somebody in a relationship, it's not going to be easy. That it's not meant to be easy. You know, if you spend all this time with that person and you love that person, it's not going to be easy for you to just leave them alone. What you have to come to the realization is, first, I feel like you really have to evaluate whether or not you really want to be with that person. Like, okay, although you may love them, would you really see yourself marrying that person based off of who they are right now? Based off of who that person is right now in this moment, you can't base nothing off off their potential, what you possibly think they could be. If somebody is selling McDonald's burgers for $2, you need to, and you're in a relationship with them or you're talking to them and you decide like, I'm going to marry them, you need to know that if they sell $2 McDonald's hamburgers for the rest of their life, I will always love them. I will always want to be with them. I will always want to make it work with them. And I feel like that's people's problem, that you want to just be with people for their potential. Nonetheless, let me get back on topic. Okay, so all that happened, and you know, first I feel like you do have to evaluate that. But then I feel like you can't be upset because of time wasted. Time wasted is simply what it is. Time wasted. Am I going to waste the present thinking about what happened yesterday? You wasted more time. I had your day where you like, oh my God, I can't believe this guy broke up with me. Or you have to grieve it. You have to grieve. But I'm not finna dwell on the fact that, oh, 5 years passed and I wasted all that time. It just is what it is. At that time when you first met that person, you love them, you care for them. I feel like you meet everybody for a reason. You meet everybody for a reason. You come into contact with people for a reason. Everything works together in divine order. And you will start to realize that. So I can't get mad and be like, I do get mad. When I was talking to that guy for 7 years, and I told y'all he got married and all this, I was just like, first I was mad, like, why did you even talk to me? And da-da-da-da-da. But I can't dwell in that. I can't dwell in that. It's kind of like, okay, well, it happened. When I was talking to him, I loved him. I liked him. I never been in love with nobody as much as I was in love with him. That was the most amazing love I ever felt. Do I know what I don't want in a partner now? Yes, I do. Did I learn a lot throughout the situation? Yes, I did. Did it play out the way it was supposed to? Yes, it did. So you have to ask God to heal your broken heart and move on, sweetie. And ask God, anything anybody asks me, I always tell God. You ask God to do anything that you want him to do, he'll do it. I promise you, if it's in his will to do it. He heals the brokenhearted. He done healed my broken heart many times. He'll take pressure off of you. If you feel like you overwhelmed, you pray about it, it will go away. I promise you. I promise you, it ain't a doubt in my mind. Anything that you're going through, if you pray about it and tell God about it and turn to Jesus instead of somebody else, I promise you it'll work out for you. I promise you it did. And I'm a believer of that in myself. Ask him to take the bitterness out of your heart, because I know when people hurt you, you sit there and you're like, oh my God, I don't even want to be with nobody else. Okay, let's do summer yum. Summer yum, 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 summer yum, yum, yum. So we're going to go underneath where we put that brown. I don't think that's a good move, y'all. That look red. We'll do the first coat and then we'll go over it with brown. Dark brown. Charmed, I'm sure. Okay, but what was I telling y'all? I feel like a lot of times we go through stuff with people and we don't look at the bigger picture of how was that bullet that you dodged. Shit, that may be in itself the blessing. You get what I'm saying? You sit here like, I lost this person, they're gone. Oh my God, God, how could you let them leave me? How could you let them do this to me? How could you let them get married on me? How could you let him be so mean to me? How could you do this to me? When in all actuality, you dodged the bullet. You should be smiling. You should be happy, like, girl, oh, I'm so happy I dodged that bullet. Whew. Matters that are hard though. I really sat in my car today and I said to myself, like, I don't think we were made to date so many people. I'm not even gonna hold y'all up. God has really been dealing with me just in general about a lot of stuff. And I don't believe we were made to date so many people. I really feel like, well, imagine if, see, my church really convicts me. I just love my church here in Georgia. And imagine if you really did God's will from the time you were a kid, like when you graduated high school all the way up until now. You probably would already have found your husband or whatever the case may be. You probably would already be in your career. You probably would already know what you're supposed to be doing. When it comes to you getting saved, just in general, that's you spending time with God, building a relationship with God. You probably could already been what you been doing, what you supposed to been doing, you know. But you want to take matters into your own hand and live your own dream to do what you want to do. So then, with that comes confusion. So now you dating all these guys, trying to fill yourself up, trying to figure out, okay, I gotta date such and such. I need to find a man. You know how many people, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Hold on. I have Charmed, I'm sure. So I'm gonna put that over that same spot. I'm gonna go over that same spot. Over the red. Because I feel like that's just too red. And red doesn't really go with green. So we're gonna go over that. But I feel like this looks like the brown. Oh, I don't like this, y'all. Maybe I shouldn't have did that. I don't think I should have. Because, where's my blending brush? It's not looking too good, in all honesty. I guess maybe we can blend it together. I'm just going to do one little coat of it. I don't like the way it look though. It don't look good to me. But whatever. I feel like it's way too much brown. Like it's brown on top of brown, but you can't really see the difference. Okay, we'll just see how it comes together. I don't know, I just really feel like we date all these people. And then, after we date them, they leave us with baggage. Not to say they left you with a kid. If they did, okay. But, not to say they even left you with a kid. But, emotional baggage. Like, now you scared to trust. And now, we'll talk more about me thinking about you're not supposed to be dating all these people. But, nonetheless. I don't know why my face looks like that right there. But, anyway. Now you scared to date. Now you scared to trust. Now this done happened. Now this, and this. This, that. Now you holding such and such accountable for things that you went through with your ex. And being bitter, it's never been attractive. When have you ever met somebody that was a bitter and you was like, oh, that's just how they are? It's annoying. For you to think that everybody is the same way. What if I went into just like, oh, but some people go into friendships the same way. Like, oh, girl, I don't have girlfriends because they're very catty and they're this, and that. You could be missing out on a good friendship. Or missing out on the friends you're supposed to have. Because you're talking about what girls are and what they ain't. I'm going to go in with Tempting. This dark brown. This dark, like, black color. It's like a gray to me. It looks gray. Or like green, but like dark green. I'm just going to go in a little bit. Literally in the crease. I'm not going onto the lid. None of that. Just the crease. Just to deepen the crease. Just to deepen the crease. So I'm just doing circular motions. Just in the crease. No one really wants to deal with you or be with you because you're so bitter about past stuff that's happened to you. Oh, he cheated on me. I must not be good enough. Then you just carry that on, carry that on, carry that on, carry that on. You got to let bitterness go. You have to learn to forgive people I think that also comes with taking time to yourself between relationships. So I see so many people jump from man to man, woman to woman. You ain't dealt with the mess you went through. If you went through such as this guy that got pregnant on you, he got married on you, he did this and that, he did this and that. You think you finna jump into the next relationship and you don't have no concerns, ain't no like emotional baggage, or you don't have any concerns? Trust, really, seriously, any human that gets cheated on is gonna be like a little self-conscious when they get to that next thing. And I ain't knocking you, because some people done found they boo. Like, I went on from the next to the next and found my man. Whatever you do, whatever floats your boat. But what I'm saying is, I feel like a lot of people forget self-care. You gotta love yourself, boo-boo. You don't love yourself. You in a relationship trying to seek validation from somebody because you don't even love how you look or what you are, what you have become. Y'all gotta stop. Be content with being by yourself. Nights get lonely, but I promise you, God is so faithful, and He will definitely find you. You will definitely meet your match. I promise you. But you just can't give up and be talking. Whatever you speak it will come to surface, man. Whatever you speak will come to surface. So you out here talking about, I don't care about being by myself. That don't bother me none. Okay. Well, that ain't my testimony. So I was the girl. I don't want to be by myself. I know somebody out here for me that was made specifically for me. And although I know we probably gonna have, not to say that's gonna be like, oh, we not gonna have no problems, but they were made specifically for me, and therefore I don't have time to play games with people because I'm just not about to do it. Unless God said, oh, this him. I'm not doing it. I'm not wasting my time. Also, I'm in the mode of self-care and loving myself first before I try to get into a relationship with somebody. It's kind of scary because they can really make you feel like you're worthless, or you will question yourself like, dang, they didn't choose me, or dang, we couldn't be together. And then, okay, so something like that just happened to me. So say, okay, I didn't get over that, or I still felt some type of way about it. Then I jump into another relationship tomorrow. And I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna be in a relationship. Now I'm hesitant, or I'm not being myself fully because I'm like, he probably ain't gonna see me as good enough either, or this and that. You cannot be bitter. You have to go into everything with a clean slate. Until a person shows you otherwise, you go into that with a clean slate. You can't hold people accountable for what you went through in your past. Period. All men ain't ish, and all women ain't ish, and all women do this, and all women got a guy on the side. When I was talking to that guy that I told y'all that got married, he said to me, I see all these married women out here, and they out here having sex with everybody and doing this, and that. You're a little bitter, ain't you? Bitterness and security, that all ties hand in hand. I'm telling you now. Don't nobody want to deal with a bitter person. I don't. Then I got to knock your walls down for you to act right, talking about I gotta figure it on out. I don't open up easily to people. I don't, because of all I've been through. It's the difference between taking what you've been through and learning from it and playing victim to it. For instance, I always say this: if you watch my Makeup Monday videos every Monday, thank you so much for supporting me. But I always say this, probably every Makeup Monday video, I say this, I live by this. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. I'm taking concealer, so I'm taking my Pro Conceal and Warm Honey. I need to go buy some new concealer. And I'm taking this matte concealer. I don't really care for matte concealer because I feel like it smells like chemicals, but I just have a little bit on my hand, and it's really watery. I just dip it, and then I dipped it with the Pro Conceal. So yeah, that was that. I'm gonna go, your crease is right here where you put your hand in. I can put my, and I'm gonna cut that crease. So cutting the crease is basically what it says. So putting the cut right here where the crease ends, where the crease starts. I'm just gonna draw a line initially. I kind of want to do a wing. I'm gonna do a little more. So many times I've talked to people and they're like, I'm learning. I'll be like, you can't be bitter. They'll be like, oh, I don't trust them because my ex did this and that. And then I'll be like, you can't be bitter because of what your ex did. You can't hold nobody accountable for what your ex or somebody else did. And then they'll be like, I'm not holding them accountable, but you are supposed to learn from your experiences. It's a difference, man. You learning and you playing victim because of your past is two different things. So I feel like, okay, you learn, like, you know, oh, you learn a person can possibly cheat on you, for instance. Oh, I know they possibly could cheat on me. But I'm not going to be thinking, you knowing that a person can possibly cheat on you and knowing the signs because of your previous relationship. You can, okay, that's one thing. That's one thing that you can be like, okay, I know that if a person does this, this, and that. I only been cheated on one time, so I really can't get no details, but about really what it is, because I was like 19, and the guy just was a hood nigga, and that's just what that was. But anyway, so whatever the signs of cheating are to you, or maybe he's staying out late, whatever it may be. Okay, so you learned that from the previous relationship. He stayed out late. You know, so I know that may be a sign of you cheating or you not being as loving as you used to be. Whatever the traits are for that. But, okay, so that's one thing. That's you knowing, like, okay, that's you learning from the mistake. You learning from it and taking up what you learned and moving it on to throughout life. Like, it's a possibility. You know it's a possibility that is a trait of cheating. Now, when it comes to you get into a new relationship and the guy's like, oh, I'm working late with my friends. I'm working late tonight, or I'm going to the bar with my friends. Are you cheating on me? Girl. That's playing victim to what previously happened. Because if that person didn't give you a reason for you to think they were cheating on you, like, past that, like, oh, I saw something in his phone, like, solid evidence. That's what I'm talking about. Solid evidence. Not no, oh, I think you may be cheating on me because you said you about to work late. No, ma'am. But that comes with not giving yourself time to heal and taking shit on to new relationships. I don't know how this about to look, y'all. I'm just trying to take my time because I'm not really good at cut crease, for real. But we're going to take our time. All we got is time, right? And I'm just going to go on top and put it on top of where I see the concealer. About this, y'all. I think it's very ugly, but I think my wing is too big or something, or I just don't care for it. Look how big that is. Maybe when I put my eyeliner on, it might be better. We'll just see, I guess. This is trial and error, so that just is what it is. Okay, so being big, I just really feel like we really need to step back before we even react to things and figure out if we are being bitter. Because every time I talk to somebody that's bitter, I'm just like, girl, get over yourself. And do you not believe that you can meet somebody that doesn't do whatever somebody else did to you? And who want to deal with that? Like, what person? When I first said that, I was talking about like your friends and stuff. But when you, who want to be in a relationship with somebody that got the wall up or don't want to do this and don't want to do that, and they, girl, and no, because my ex did that, and they keep bringing the ex name up, and the ex said this, and they did that, and when I was with them, can't be bitter, man. Learn from it and move on. It was a reason why you met that person. And I feel like we just talked about negative energy. Well, we did, right? We're like 2 weeks ago. And that's a form of negative energy as well. If you just like sitting there and somebody's being all bitter and saying all that crazy stuff, it can transfer over to you. Then you sit here talking about, oh, maybe I'm not good enough because such and such did this to me, or da 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 da. Like, no. I can't even entertain it, ma'am. I'm not going to be able to do it. No. Nothing good comes out of being bitter. That sums it up for this video. Nothing good comes out of being bitter because of what happened to you, or something that cannot change, that you cannot change. If you have to talk through it with somebody or figure out what it is that's holding you back or causing you to be bitter about it, then maybe you need to do that. But in all honesty, nothing good comes out of it. Nothing. I'm washing clothes, so y'all may hear the washer in the background, so I'm sorry. It's supposed to find that significant other or who they're supposed to be with. They will find that if they have faith and believe that they will. If they push that person away or whatever they do, that's what causes. I used to always wonder, if it's somebody for everybody. When I was a kid, I was so infatuated with love and stuff. That was just an issue in itself. That's a whole other topic in itself. But I was so infatuated with love and trying to talk to guys and doing this and that. And I used to always wonder, I used to tell my boyfriend in high school, like, if everyone has someone for them, like people say. You know, people always say that. It's somebody for everybody. It's somebody for everybody. And you see that in everyday life. No matter how weird somebody is, no matter how crazy somebody is to you. Not to say they are crazy, but to you. People still have partners or people that want to be with them. You know, so I can't really knock nobody. But people used to always be like, yeah, no matter, it's always somebody for somebody. Always. And I used to always wonder to myself, because my mama didn't have nobody. And then I don't think my daddy had anybody anymore. And no, he did have somebody, never mind, at that time. And my aunties ain't had nobody, and my aunties on my daddy's side ain't had nobody. And I'm like, so how is that true? How does that work? I was always trying to figure out how that worked. Like, I'm gonna go into my tear duct, y'all, as well with this. I'm just doing now. I normally do it after I put my foundation and stuff on, but we're gonna do it now. I used to always wonder, y'all, like, how is this possible? How is it possible, you know, that people are out here with nobody? But it's because they missed out on who they were supposed to be with for whatever reason. You know how people say, oh, that person ain't for me. You always hear a lot of times, especially if you go to church, people will be like, you probably missed out on somebody. Or even if you read stuff, certain stuff, even if you don't go to church, they'll be like, you probably missed out on who you're supposed to be with because you got this thing in your mind of what the perfect person is. A guy with a six-pack, a guy with this, a guy with that, a guy with this, a guy with that. and you probably missed out on your husband. Or you not in tune with God wants you to do, and you missed out on your husband. Now, if you was in tune with God, you would have knew that was your husband. So many relationships I hear, like, especially like pastors and stuff, they always are like, yeah, I knew he was going to be my husband. Or I knew it. Like, I knew. When I saw him, I knew. Because they in tune with God. So it's a lot of factors that go into you not being with the person you want to be with. You may be bitter as hell and you don't ran the man away. Nagging too damn much. Nagging too much, bitter. I ain't secure within yourself. Insecure. Meanwhile, you trying to date folks. No. Get yourself together. You cannot be bitter going into these relationships. It's not good. Not to say somebody ain't gonna love you for you, but it's just not good, man. You have to let go of that past stuff. Everybody that hurt you, all that. It's a clean slate. I'm telling you. It may show up in some things, but you really have to let that go. You have to. Learn from it and keep it moving. Alright. Well, it wasn't meant for us to be together. Keep it moving. I'm doing my eyeliner off camera. Put my lashes on camera. I don't want this to be real long, so I'll be back in a minute. Y'all, look at my face right here. I got a whole mustache. And I don't know what that is. It look ashy. But I'm not ashy. Yeah, I'm not ashy. Okay. I'm just gonna put some eyeliner on now. Yeah. I feel like we really need to evaluate. I always say we need to evaluate stuff, but you need to take a look outside of yourself. I know a lot of times I have to take a look outside of who I am or what I possibly think, because you can't have distorted thinking, and you may be being bitter when you think that you're really just protecting yourself. You know? It's human nature to want to protect yourself. Like, oh, he cheated? Oh, no, I can't. He gave me a sign that he might be cheating, or such and such did this to me, or keep on bringing it up to them. It's just so much that goes into it, y'all. It's so much. Golden highlighter, but this is just literally a stick. Yeah, so I'm going to rub my fingers on it like this, and it's supposed to make you look dewy. So like it highlights a little bit, and I just rub it on my cheekbones like this. My skin already looks glowy because I'm the shit like that, but we'll just glow again. It just accentuates it. It looks so good. I love this way this stuff look. Put some over my lip. Now I don't really like to put it on my lip because then I start to look oily instead. So I just put it on my cheekbones more so. Whew. Whew. So what we're going to do is, I think I am going to take my gold highlighter and actually go on my Cupid's bow and Maybelline Master Chrome, which is a good highlight, but it's just subtle to me. And I'm just going to do like this. And right here and in the middle. That's normally where I highlight when I do highlight my face. Alright. So this is the finishing look. I love this look, y'all. I feel like I did so bam, 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 bam. Let's look at my eyes, though. Like, let's give a shout out to my eyes, bro. Look at that. This could be a little better. I actually rubbed it. That's why it looks like that. But look at this side. These are my eyes. I'm wearing the Allura lashes, which are my most dramatic lash from lashlore.co. So go over and get yours. I would greatly appreciate your support. Alright guys, so that is the finishing look. To sum everything up that I said, I don't feel like I talked a lot. I don't know why. I feel like I talked, but I didn't talk a lot. But to sum everything up, just make sure that you're not being bitter. Don't let your past hurts affect who you are today, and don't let them define you either. Don't go into new situations thinking that a person is going to do something to you just because your ex did it to you. You need to heal from that situation. You need to learn from it, and then you need to move on. Girl, move on. Learn, heal, learn, and move on. Everybody that you meet is for a reason. Every person you've met is for a reason, whether it's a friendship, relationship, whatever it may be, a workship, whatever it is. You met them for a reason. Move on and ask God to remove that bitterness from your heart, and He surely will. Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you all found this video to be very, very helpful. I love you all so much. And thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My skin is glowing, honey. I love this look. I think this might be my favorite look. Well, no, this might be my second favorite because the first look I did was fire. Like, ooh, so gorgeous. Look at my nails. If y'all don't watch my vlog, y'all need to go watch them right now. I wouldn't got my nails done on my vlog. I love these nails. I'll see y'all later. Mwah. Bye, guys.